Xbox isn't doing very well, which is kind of wild when you consider they've went on a massive spending spree over the past couple of years, bought a lot of big third-party developers, Bethesda, Activision, those being two of the biggest. But their console sales aren't doing very well. I don't know if they even care, to be honest, because they're putting so much focus on Game Pass. I almost think that they're going to just become a service eventually and stop making consoles. I don't know. We'll see. I think they might do one more. I think you'll see one more Xbox, and if it fails, they'll probably pull the plug on it and just start putting everything on PlayStation 5 and PC. I mean, they're already kind of toying around with that idea anyway. I mean, this article directly compares this console to the Wii U, and the Wii U didn't do too well, did it? I mean, that should tell you everything right there. But this isn't the only bad Xbox news. There's more than this. Breaking news. Microsoft shuts down Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, and more in big cuts. It is expensive to make AAA games. Very expensive. A lot of money involved. You don't always get it back. You don't always get that money back. So it's a big gamble to make a high-budget AAA game. Hell, even just indie games. I mean, those are like some of them look really expensive, but they usually have smaller teams. These big games have tons of people working on them. They get costly, and a lot of these studios just aren't turning over a profit anymore, so they're cutting a lot of them down. The notable one here is Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks. Hi-Fi Rush, a lot of people liked that game. I think that just recently went to PlayStation, didn't it? So you have a game here that the people that played it liked it. It just didn't make any money. So now they're folding a lot of these studios into other studios, or they're just outright laying off people. And this has been a pretty common thing to report on over the past year. And I wonder, how long will it be until some kind of video game crash 2.0? Because we had one a long time ago, and that set video games back for a little bit, and then Nintendo, of course, came in and revived gaming. I don't think you'll see something quite like that, but I do think you're going to see some big changes in the way things are done, like with studios. I think you're going to see a lot less content coming out that's like big budget. And a lot of like these indie games are going to rise up. I think they'll kind of pick up the slack, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. One good thing that could come from a video game crash is it could get rid of all this DEI shit. A new email from Microsoft has confirmed the publisher is shutting down several internal game studios amidst massive cuts after their recent layoffs post-Activision Blizzard acquisition. The company is shutting down Redfall developer Arcane Austin, High Rush developer Tango Gameworks, and more in the latest wave of layoffs and studio closures. Here's the full statement right here. Today, I'm sharing changes we are making to our Bethesda and ZeniMax teams. Those changes are grounded to prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games and beloved worlds which you have nurtured over many decades. To double down on these franchises, invest to build new ones requires us to look across the business to identify the opportunities that are best positioned for success. The reprioritization of titles and resources means a few teams will be realigned to others, and that some of our colleagues will be leaving us. Here are the changes going into effect. And if you want to pause and read all of this, that'll go over the changes that are being made. And then they pretty much just apologize for laying everybody off down here. And that's it. So not the greatest news for mainstream gaming, but, you know, well, they have to figure something out. It's just too expensive. It's too expensive. One thing that would help is to, I don't know, not cater to a extremely small audience that just yips and yaps. Maybe ignore a lot of these losers online. That would help. That would actually help out a lot, I think. Not really, would only do a little, because they have to get the overall cost of game making down in general. They have to figure out a way to make this work without pissing everybody off with this live service shit, too. I mean, there's a lot going on. But a crash would get rid of a lot of this rot that is set in. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.